There are many people who would say a big no to the ultra-thrilling idea of riding an insane roller coaster running so fast that it will definitely make you feel like you're going to get thrown up in the air any second. Some people just don't have the stomach to be able to handle this whole hair-raising experience, especially if you happen to be at one of these super crazy theme parks found worldwide. As insane as it seems, some of these adventures may truly sound like the most exciting and action-packed experiences. The ones who dare to try them can say that they've been on some of the most thrilling riding experiences in the world. In today's video, we'll be looking at the most insane amusement park rides that have been exclusively designed for the bravest people on Earth. Would you dare to go on any of these? Number 15. Falcon's Fury. Drop tower rides are reserved for those who are not afraid of heights. So if you're someone who enjoys being way up in the clouds, and this ride might be good for you. But then you also need to be comfortable with the idea of abrupt and unexpected drops. Falcon's Fury takes you 300 feet above the ground, and before it drops you, its seats tilt in a way that you face the ground as you free fall at a speed of 60 miles per hour. That is one high speed from a very extreme height. But I guess if you don't mind the highest thing, you won't mind facing the floor as you fall. Like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get 1 week good luck for you. Try this, it really works. Number 14. Insanity. And you're gonna want to miss this one. Unless, of course, you're one of the bravest people on Earth. Because if you are that brave, then this ride should be part of your list. Insanity, as its name implies, is a ride that will challenge whatever concept you have of safe rides. For this ride, you sit on a chair that's part of something that resembles an arm, and then you slowly start spinning around faster and faster until you begin to wonder why you decided to go on that ride in the first place. But much like the X-Scream, one of the coolest things about riding Insanity is that you get to experience one of the best views of Las Vegas from the tallest building in the city. Number 13. The Giant Canyon Swing. There are many pendulum rides like this one around the world. These rides move their passengers back and forth, and then they go vertical at the height of their swinging arcs. With high speeds and negative G-forces that make you scream, this ride meets all the requirements to be an extreme one. But what makes the Giant Canyon Swing unique is the fact that it starts on top of a mountain at the edge of a cliff actually. And when you swing out, you'll find yourself 1,300 feet above the impressive Colorado River. It's not the kind of ride for anyone afraid of heights. Number 12. Cookiri Body Plunge. Florida has oranges, the Kennedy Space Center, and a lot of amusement parks, also gators and crazy people. But the one thing that makes Florida stand out among other parts of the USA is its warm weather. It's the perfect place to go when you're tired of the cold winter in the north, and there's no better way to enjoy a day under the sun than by riding one of the most amazing water slides in the world. The Cookiri Body Plunge at Universal Volcano Bay is the tallest steep slide in all of us. Before you get to ride it, you have to wait for a few seconds in a capsule, and then you get released into a plunge in the dark that takes you through the park's famous volcano. At 125 feet tall, this ride is taller than the summit plummets at Disney World, which used to be the tallest one in the country. Number 11. X-Scream. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That phrase has been used by many people to have fun in this city without feeling guilty. But that can also apply to anyone who dares to go to Las Vegas and decide to stay away from the stratosphere. I mean, it would be a shame if you pass on this opportunity, but no one has to find out. And the reason why a lot of people would stay away from this tall building is because of all the insane rides it hosts. One of them would be the X-Scream. A ride that suits you on a roller coaster ride that tilts you downward and backward while being at the edge of the tower. And just when you feel like you're going to fall towards the street, the ride brakes and pulls you backward. Surely the ride gives you an amazing view of Las Vegas, but is that the cause of losing your mind while you scream at the top of your lungs? Number 10. Lex Luthor, Drop of Doom. This ride is just straight up crazy. It's so crazy that it's attached to another roller coaster. Superman escapes from Krypton, which at one point was the fastest ride in the world. So while some brave amusement park attendees experience high speeds on the Superman ride, the ones on the Lex Luthor ride are taken 400 feet above the ground before dropping at speeds of 90 miles per hour. It's a disturbing experience, but I'm sure many people would like to ride it more than once. Number 9. Slingshot. You probably know the bungee. But I'm not sure if you know the reverse bungee, and the slingshot is just that. A reverse bungee ride. Passengers are put on a vehicle that is tied to two poles with spring cables, and enough pressure for it to catapult people through the air at unbelievable speeds. And the slingshot at Magical Midway Thrill Park in Florida stands out among other reverse bungees, because it is the largest one in the world. It soars for more than 120 meters upwards of speeds of about 144 kilometers per hour. This ride defies the laws of gravity and gives us a unique experience that's not easily found in other intense rides around the world. Number 8. Sky Jump. We're back in Las Vegas, and once again we're at the top of the Stratosphere building. This time is to see the craziest ride they have, which is called the Sky Jump. The Sky Jump is also literally just that of people jumping from the sky down to the ground. Yes, this ride harnesses its passengers into jumpsuits, and then they're attached to cables that allow them to free fall from more than 800 feet down to the famous Las Vegas Strip. And while the free fall is controlled, I'm sure a lot of people experience all sorts of anxiety and nervousness as they wait to land on the ground. I honestly doubt there's any other experience in Las Vegas that can be more intense than this one. Number 7. Formula Rossa. This list wouldn't be complete without the world's fastest roller coaster, which is called the Formula Rossa, and it's part of Ferrari World. Ferrari World is a mostly indoor amusement park in Abu Dhabi. In less than 5 seconds, the cars on this ride reach a speed of 240 kilometers per hour, which is way past the regular speed limit on a highway, and way faster than any other roller coaster you can find around the world. This ride opened in 2010, and it's one of the longest steel roller coasters in the world with 2.2 kilometers of track. So if you want a long and fast roller coaster experience, then Formula Rossa is the one ride you have to try. Number 6. Insane at Grana Lund. If the name of the ride is literally insane, then it deserves to be part of this list. Insane is a Zack spin roller coaster in Grana Lund, an amusement park in Stockholm, Sweden. Each car has 4 seats with 2 seats on each side, and every train can spin and flip during the ride. In 2014, the people at Grana Lund had to close Insane for a few days after a similar ride in Spain experienced a deadly incident. They just wanted to make sure that nothing like this was going to happen in Sweden as well. Number 5. X2. And here's another insane ride that also belongs to Six Flags Magic Mountain, the place where you want to go if you're looking for insane rides. The X2 makes sure that all of your senses get involved in your riding experience. With awesome music and sound effects, you're gonna feel like you're not in an amusement park anymore. But then you'll be reminded that you're in for a crazy ride as soon as you begin to feel the flips and the steep drops along the track. With so many dives, twists, and loops, you won't be able to anticipate your next move in this unpredictable ride. And if those things aren't enough, just wait until you see flames coming from the sides. Don't worry, you aren't gonna get burned, but you'll probably have second thoughts about going for a second round. Number 4. The Thunder Dolphin. Tokyo is one of the most modern cities in the world, and for that reason, you can expect to find all sorts of crazy amusement park rides in this city. One of them is the Thunder Dolphin, which is one of the tallest continuous circuit roller coasters on Earth. Its long course is 3,500 feet long, and it passes through a building called La Croix, and through the world's first centerless Ferris wheel, which is called the Beagle. So the speed isn't crazy enough for you to try adding buildings in between. I'm sure you won't be able to stay quiet during this ride. Number 3. Vanish. Imagine a roller coaster that makes you disappear. Sounds pretty scary, right? But that's literally what the Vanish roller coaster does to you. It makes you disappear as the ride hits the water. This crazy ride is part of the Cosmo World amusement park in Yokohama, Japan. And it puts riders through an underwater tunnel for about 2 minutes. They say this ride is not for the faint of heart or anyone claustrophobic. It's also a very unique experience that you won't want to miss if you ever visit this part of Japan. But if you're too scared to try it, then I guess you can take a look around and go on other less intense rides that the park offers. Now it's time for today's best pick. The picture I chose for the day shows a ride that involves heights and a rotating gondola. It's the perfect formula for an intense amusement park experience. Let's find out more about this ride with number 2. The Sky Screamer. We all know that extreme heights are what make people stay away from certain rides. And if you're one of them, then the Sky Screamer might not be the ride for you. You can find different versions of the Sky Screamer at different Six Flags parks. But the one that stands out is the one in Texas. This one in Texas is 400 feet tall. It's so big that it got a spot in the Guinness World Records as the tallest swing carousel ride in the world. Because not only does the ride bring you up, but its rotating gondola makes you spin at 35 miles per hour before you come back to the ground. It's the perfect experience for riders who are brave enough to face their fears. Number 1. The TMNT Shellraiser. At the top of the list, we have the TMNT Shellraiser, the roller coaster with the steepest drop in the world. Even though the ride is located indoors and is full of colors, this ride is more intense than a lot of the scary-looking roller coasters you will find outdoors. The Shellraiser goes from a speed of 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2 seconds. And then after a lot of turns and twists, the ride positions its passengers at the top of a 141-foot-tall vertical chain hill before entering the 121-degree drop that is the steepest one ever known. Once you pass that, everything else is just a bunch of loops before you come to a full stop and finish the ride. As I said, it's probably more intense than any other ride you've ever seen. But I'm sure you won't want to miss a chance to try it if you ever visit the Nickelodeon universe. Would you dare to try any of these rides, or maybe you've been on some of them already? If so, what was it like to be on these rides? Drop a comment. You can watch some more amazing videos on our channel here.